Thank you. I want to thank Chairman Capito for holding today's hearing to examine regulatory relief proposals for community financial institutions. I especially want to thank the Chairman for including my legislation, H.R. 2672, the CFPB Rural Designation Petition and Correction Act, as part of this important hearing. The idea for this legislation began with a hearing held by this subcommittee in May, where I learned about the CFPB's blatant and incorrect designation of Bath County, Kentucky as non-rural. This is a county in my district which I've visited many times, and anyone who lives in Bath County or who has visited there can tell you, despite CFPB's bizarre claims to the contrary, that Bath County is very much an agricultural and rural county. In fact, when Charles Weiss, the top banking regulator in Kentucky, testified in front of this committee, he accurately characterized Bath County as one of the most rural places in Kentucky. But this problem of the CFPB's incorrect designation of rural communities isn't just limited to central and eastern Kentucky. Examples of incorrect CFPB designations exist in all regions of the country. In fact, during a full committee hearing in September, the CFPB Director Cordray even acknowledged that this same problem exists in his home state of Ohio. So it is clear that we need to fix this and get things right, because the rural-non-rural distinction affects a variety of lending rules and regulations imposed by the CFPB on community banks. It impacts access to responsible mortgage credit, including balloon loans, in rural and underserved communities. H.R. 2672 remedies this by creating a common-sense process whereby individuals can petition the CFPB to reconsider a flawed designation. This is a simple, pragmatic, and bipartisan solution. I want to thank Congressman Hinojosa, the gentleman from Texas, for co-sponsoring. It's about inviting individuals to participate in their government and provide input on matters of local knowledge. It's about making the federal government more accessible, more accountable, and more responsive to the people who know their communities best. And finally, I'd like to welcome Thomas Richards, a constituent of mine who is testifying today. Thomas is a fifth-generation banker of the Owingsville Banking Company, which is located, you guessed it, in Bath County, Kentucky. And Thomas wrote a letter to us earlier this year and asked how he could help. I don't know if you envision testifying in front of Congress as the way to help, but we are certainly very appreciative of your willing to testify with us today and share your local knowledge and frankly, putting a face on this problem which affects rural communities all over this country. So thank you, Thomas, for being with us today. I yield back. Thank you.